Isn't that what happens to cheese?
The Academy has received a distress call from a merchant ship that crashed on the planet Blengeel. They were pulled out of hyperspace when they crossed paths with an interdictor cruiser. The Imperials, apparently not wanting their presence known, fired on the merchant ship. It's the Barbra Streisand effect, where they didn't want it to be known, so they tried to quash the info, but it ended up blowing up in their face. The merchants managed to make it to a planet surface and call for help. As far as we know, the planet is uninhabited. And that's why it's called Blengeel, because nobody gave a shit what they called it.
I'm gonna think it's pretty
This should be an easy
inhabited.
assignment. I think you can handle it while Kyle is away with Rosh. Take a shuttle
Kyle and
with the
Rosh are
coordinates
working
of the
together.
distress beacon and pick up any survivors.
I told you Kyle's evil. I'm
And
being
he's making
100%
Rosh.
serious.
Alright, where are we putting points? Because I think we're done with
Yeah, we're
heal.
done. Protection, you have to remember to actually use it, though, or Mind Trick, but...
I will remember to do none of that.
Kyle
can,
and Rosh are the Sith Master and Apprentice, and Jaden is just Kyle's beard.
We can always adjust the keybinds for it if you want to put it somewhere else. Like, we can put this on F4 instead of Mind Trick, maybe.
Oh, I mean, I'm just not really going to use force powers besides
Okay.
healing, so you can decide amongst yourselves which ability needs to be picked.
Well, either Mind Trick or Protection, probably. I mean, we could use Grip, but again, you'd have to, like... I would have to remember to use it.
So effective guns that we're using.
I'm gonna AFK real quick while you start this mission.
How very dare you?
We already saw this cutscene.
How bad is the tech
Nice work,
in
Jaden.
this setting if
Some
a
rescue
lightning
mission.
bolt can down a ship?
Pretty bad.
This is Stone Age high technology.
I think the Jedi Academy just really cheaps out on its shuttle contractor.
Hello?
But Luke was
Hey,
like
you there.
a high-end
The Force has
scrapper
come.
kid.
This place is...
Wait, thank the
Yeah, but
Force? It doesn't...
That's partially why Luke is a cheap ass and he's only willing to pay the absolute
What was
lowest
that?
bidder for shuttles for the Academy.
I feel like thank the Force is not a phrase that would be genuinely said.
By the way, I'm back. I didn't actually go because I was watching the cutscene and I realized I know exactly what level this is. I remember this one. So, have fun. I'm gonna AFK for real this time.
Lost joke. You gotta walk without rhythm.
I'm not walking at all, I'm standing in place.
When you go on the sand, you gotta walk without rhythm.
I'm just guessing that I'm not supposed to be on the sand. Oh no, I'm on the sand!
I just told you what you have to do to go on the sand safely.
Okay, this roaring is gonna get very annoying. Let me up!
Should be safe here.
Us.
Click those giant droid terminals by the floor.
Click.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. They're not for anything. I'm also not a droid.
Yes, you are. That's the twist. That's also why Jaden was able to make the lightsaber with no training. She's the first droid Jedi.
But you need to be alive to do that.
Apparently droids are alive then.
But they aren't, though.
This power converter should do.
Your face isn't.
I'm back. That was me.
The proof
Sorry.
is right in front of you.
What's going on?
Jaden is the first droid Jedi.
which is not true.
I mean, you only
Yeah,
have
that's-
one
That's the twist of the game.
part that's mechanical.
The rest is mechanical too. She's a droid. Also, I told last joke how to walk on the sand safely, but he didn't listen to me.
Did you tell him that if you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm?
Yeah.
I can also just not be on the sand. I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
I think you are. Go inside the engines.
But why would I want to do that?
Because there's... nice stuff in the engines.
It could be. Could be engine stuff.
You are walking with rhythm.
But I'm also walking very fast.
Doesn't
What are
matter.
you gonna do
You're just
about
going
it?
back to the start now.
Well, isn't that why I'm here?
Yeah, you have to get all the parts. You got one, didn't
All
you?
the
You got
parts.
you got one of the parts. You can put it in. You also probably want to heal.
So you were here when we discussed that Luke is a cheap ass and goes with the lowest bidder for Academy shuttles.
I was not here, I don't think, but I agree. I mean, they're not. Luke isn't rich. He's a friggin' moisture farmer from Tatooine. He has no money.
He probably has all the funding he wants from the Republic. It's just that he's cheap and he's keeping it all for himself.
Well, I mean, an ancient Jedi temple is not cheap to maintain.
He doesn't value the lives of the students. Yeah, he's spending it all on like the stonework in the temple. He's restoring the murals and shit.
Because, I mean, the rebels didn't even know it was an ancient Jedi temple when they, you know, used it as a base. And they probably messed up stuff quite a bit. You know, those lights are harsh on the old paintings and tapestries.
Tapestries.
The tapestries. Yes, we have tapestries.
Where is that from?
Last Crusade. Where Indy, they need to get into this German castle, and so he pretends to be a Scottish, like, rich guy who wants to see the castle's tapestries, and the weird, like, German butler who answers it gets increasingly angry with him.
Where am I going?
Yes, this is a castle.
Turn
Yes,
to your right.
we have tapestries. Yeah, you want to
You're
go
supposed
across
jump
there?
out on those.
No.
No, you're just cheating, one choke.
Cheating.
You're cheating.
The power coupling I need for the acceleration
You're
compensation.
supposed to follow those things, jumping along them.
Nah.
The worm's gonna eat you, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it.
I don't
Told
feel
you.
bad about it. I don't feel bad about that.
It's because you cheated.
It is. He did cheat. He tried to take the easy way out, Lost Oak. He tried to take the dark side, the Sith way. Oops,
But I
that's
was
not what I
following
wanted.
your advice. I was walking
Oh, no,
without
I didn't
rhythm
mean that.
by
That
jumping.
was absolutely with rhythm.
I did not mean to do that. Let me just accept whatever. Let me just accept. Just do all the
Alright,
same
then
stuff.
you try and walk without rhythm then.
Let me see if I can just resume from the last quick save, because I didn't mean to do that.
What you were actually supposed to do was jump along those things.
That takes too long.
Oh. I think I accidentally did that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It just like clicked it when I clicked into the window. Oh well.
How dare you, Merc?
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just do the same thing again.
That was 100% intention.
It was not. I really did not honestly mean to do that.
1000% intention.
Should be safe here.
Should be safe here in this crashed ship. With random thermal detonators on the floor.
This freighter is actually a thermal detonator's freighter.
Just has like a whole bunch of them.
The entire hold was full of thermal detonators.
I just break that glass with my finger. I just poked it and it broke.
Luke isn't the only one who cheaps out on ship materials.
I feel like ships are cheap in general in this.
It's the New Republic era, and the economy is struggling to recover.
Alright, Lost Joke, here's the
fine.
way you're supposed to do it. Why not?
Didn't even pick it up!
Can I only hold one at a
You can
time?
only hold
Oh
one.
no. Shit. Okay. It's fine.
Take that. Mr. Follows the rules.
Ah. Ah. I can't. Ah. I want to get up on here. I have no force. All right.
No, you can't kill it. I've been tried. I don't know where you're going. That's
I don't
not
know.
your ship.
I don't know where I'm going either. You know what, Lost Joke? I'm exploring. I'm exploring.
Maybe
Getting
that's
up
what
here
I
probably
was.
lets you jump all the way back to that crashed ship.
You know. Mm. A little bit damage, but that's okay. Why do I feel like it's right there? Alright.
Now, see, that's the thing. The longer you're on there, the longer the unseen meter fills to your instant death.
How am I gonna get over there?
How am I gonna get over there?
I don't know, just walk. You're a Jedi, aren't you supposed to have like super reflexes or something?
Is that what I'm looking for? Is that what I need?
I
Yeah.
guess.
This energy cell should work for the cooling unit.
You know, we know surprisingly a lot about maintaining a ship, but nothing about making sure we keep it from breaking.
You know what I find is weird about Star Wars is that any character who seems any kinds of competent knows their way around a ship. Like, that's the one way that Star Wars seems to know how to get across that a character is competent, if they know how to fix a ship. What's up with that? Where does this go?
Well, they can also
Keep going to the front.
get force powers 5 minutes after discovering they're force sensitive with no training whatsoever.
It's also true. But I feel like, you know, I know how to drive a car, but I don't know that I would necessarily know how to fix a car. Like, I would be able to do basic stuff, but like, I'm not gonna like get into like the car's innards and do the kind of stuff that they kind of portray any normal person as being able to do with the ship in Star Wars.
It's because space is way more dangerous.
But everybody lives in space in Star Wars.
Not really.
Your face knows how to live in space.
I would say the vast majority of the galactic population seldom goes to space.
Oops. Whoop.
And a good portion of them maybe never.
It's like right there now. I can't.
Just drop down and get it.
No.
Stop being a coward.
Just the power coupling I need for the acceleration pods.
Alright, we're gonna go up here again.
You still need one more thing.
Yeah, I know, but I can only carry one at a time, so...
Well, look at what you're wearing. Where are you going to keep more than one item?
The same place I
Prison
keep
wallet.
all my, thermal detonators.
They're
Again,
strung
we're not in
together as
prison.
anal beads.
Alright, that was...
It's not really relevant whether we're in prison or not.
It is entirely relevant.
Okay, well, what do you want to call it then, since we're not in prison?
Your
Let's go
force
that way.
pocket.
What does the Force have to do with it? Everyone has one, whether they're Force sensitive or not.
And not everyone's been to prison.
Alright. Almost sounded like I heard, like, footsteps. I heard the worm's footsteps.
I feel like you could like force speed and just get to where you need to go.
Probably can. Also, why are
I don't see a
all
lot
of
of
the
thermal
parts... all of the parts are, like, exactly
There.
in the sand and nowhere else.
You know what? Throw a detonator. See what happens. Just throw it out in the sand.
The parts are out in the sand because the worms are intelligent and are using them as bait.
Oh,
Oh no.
you know it's sinking.
Nope.
The stamper should be compatible with my hyperdrive motivator.
There we go. Okay.
Why did they put all these detonators all over the place if they don't do anything?
I don't know. I wonder if they do something, but who knows?
I like that one's hyperdrive has to be properly motivated.
Of course, how else would you get it to actually hyperdrive?
Like, my hyperdrive is depressed today. Doesn't want to jump to light speed.
Of course. I mean, have you seen how temperamental the Falcon can be when it tries to jump to hyperspace?
Because it's a
Yeah.
bad motivator.
Got a bad motivator.
It's because the Falcon has chronic depression.
I did it.
Do it. I gotta get off this crazy rock.
Didn't we have a mission here at some point?
Sounds like those sand
They're all
Yeah,
dead.
we came to see those merchants. And that guy at the beginning was the
Oh.
last guy.
safe and sound. We'll let Coruscant know to mark the planet as hazardous.
Yeah, also, thanks for the help again, Kyle.
No, he was
Thanks.
off with Joss.
With Joss?
Yeah, whatever.
You mean
I don't
Raj?
care.
Go ahead, lost joke.
Joss Whedon.
Continue. He's off with Joss. That asshole Joss Whedon.
Nicely done, Jaden. I think you're ready for the next stage of training, but there's still
This is
another
training?
mission left if you choose to accept it. Remember, every mission is a
So
chance to
this
learn
is
more
basically-
about being a Jedi.
You've done 4 missions. You can continue on with the story, and do that, or you can finish the last mission.
It's only one though, so
Well, you get more force points like every mission that you do, so like why not? The city of Coronet on Corellia has had numerous reports of activity by the disciples of Ragnos. However, it is not clear if it's really the Sith cult, or if the locals are just being paranoid after hearing about it on the Holonet. Go to Coronet and determine the truth. A lot of old people in Coronet?
I still have a few
Kylo
contacts in
Katarn is
Coronet.
definitely the
We'll hit a
leader
few
of the
local
disciples of
cantinas and see
Ragnos.
what crops up. We'll also follow up with some of the people who reported this so-called cult activity.
Also, once again, Kyle is...
His activity. He's already downplaying it.
Once
He's
again, Kyle
definitely Ragnos.
is also suggesting that we go hit the local bars, the cantinas.
That's all Kyle cares about. Drinking, being evil, and avoiding all the work.
we could have avoided evil Katarn if Jaan just put out.
To be fair, he's only like this because Jaan.
Why are we
Such a nice
hyperspacing through
queen.
a city?
We're going really quick through this city. Look how fast we're going.
It's because they're on rails, though.
No, the tram is on rails. We're just rocketing through a city skyline. Why are we doing this?
I feel like the city is going a bit too fast.
Yeah, if these rails turned, the ship would just crash into a building and we'd all die.
Man. I'm in.
Nope. You gotta find your way around.
Is his job just to stand on top of this tram car all day, every day?
Yep.
Just wait there to shoot train hijackers?
So 3PO was there as a distraction. 3PO is evil too. Where's that guy going? He's cornered himself.
Are you done? Need some help? All right.
Jesus! He cut his head off and cut him in half.
Look, he had it coming.
You know
Okay.
how a lot of the graphic Jedi conflict in the prequels was against droids?
Sure.
I think they really missed an opportunity to show how ethical Jedi would use a lightsaber in combat against living people.
Yeah,
How am I
probably.
doing this?
Those things were electrified, but now you can walk across them.
No, I mean, why am I doing this?
Because you're going at like 80 million miles an hour through the rain. And you're shielding your eyes.
I'm not shielding my eyes now.
I'm pretty sure Jedi fighting people would typically cut off hands.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think that they like do a lot of hand cutting because that way it doesn't kill the person and there's like easy replacements.
Yeah.
So it's not like the worst thing.
Unless they're in a situation where self-defense requires they go all out. I think they defaulted to a lot of Jedi and droid combat because they didn't want to show graphic violence with lightsabers on living people.
I am
A lot.
very sure about that. I am 100% about that.
Yeah. But no matter how graphic it was, it actually would have been kind of family friendly to show them
Ooh,
going to
Where?
pains to do
there were like 5 people up on top of that whole place that you just skipped.
non-lethal combat.
There are like a bunch of people up here. Lost joke.
Also, it just further muddies the Star Wars waters about whether droids are people or not
Droids aren't people.
when they have them being slaughtered en masse in the prequels.
Oh,
But
hi.
clearly, some droids are people.
This guy. Let me Let me go hide a little bit. Heal up again.
So we're discovering even more reasons that the prequels suck today, in 2020.
Having finally watched all of Clone Wars, it made me appreciate the prequels a bit more. It sucks that I have to watch like 6 or 7 seasons of another show to be able to appreciate 3 movies, but it did help.
There are things about the prequels that I appreciate more, having suffered through Disney Star Wars.
I think I do have to jump across there. All right.
But I am still identifying bad things about the prequels as well.
You know, I liked Clone Wars, by the way. It was pretty good.
Yeah. I've never really been interested in watching the Star Wars cartoons. Have you heard the spoilery casting announcement for The Mandalorian, though?
Yeah. Where were you this whole time? Let's see what you've got. Oh no! I tried.
no leg.
I tried my special. He had nothing to do with it. He was like, "Nope." Go ahead, last joke. I liked Ahsoka. I think she was one of those characters who like was a bit annoying at first because you think, oh god, no, it's just some like, you know, annoying sidekick character. But then she actually like has real growth like during the series. And
You just
she
took
became
my
likable.
vague spoiler and turned it into a concrete spoiler.
I mean, it's everywhere though. I mean, it's like on all news sites.
Don't do that! I'm still in combat!
Did you know about the spoiler one choke?
Yeah. And I wouldn't really call it a spoiler.
Yeah, we
It
don't.
kinda is, though.
How is it a spoiler though?
It spoils that she's going to be involved in the show.
I mean, we knew that IG-11 was going to be involved in the show. We knew that.
It's also a spoiler, technically. It's
We-
not a big spoiler. It's just
I
the
hardly
spoiler
think it's
that
a
a certain
spoiler
character
because
will appear in the show.
IG-11 was featured in like the trailer for the series, so
Well,
And
if you want to get technical, anything you watch before watching the show, including trailers, would include spoilers.
They were wrecked. I wouldn't call it a spoiler because they're marketing it pretty hard.
Well, marketing is often a spoiler.
Yeah. I mean, knowing anything, knowing that there is a guy who goes by the Mandalorian is a spoiler in that case.
Technically, yes. I know that there are people that prefer not to know if a well-known character is going to appear in a show, though. ahead
Yeah,
of time.
but they're marketing it pretty hard, so you know, whatever.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you
feel
can't
bad
really
about.
avoid it.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about discussing it.
Yeah. No, I demand you feel bad about it.
nope, your push is not strong enough.
I know. I keep on forgetting that it's not.
Feel guilt, Merg.
Force feels pretty good right now.
Well, we maxed it out immediately.
Yeah. Did that guy just refer to another character as Jaan, like a normal ass like name in Star Wars?
You can't say that because Katarn's first name is Kyle.
And
That's a
Luke's
really normal
first
ass
name is Luke. That's true.
It's probably spelled J-A-H-N.
Probably is.
No, I think it'd be more like Jaan. Jaan.
No, that would be an evil clone.
Yeah, you can't
We
use.
are.
That would be the evil clone of Jaan.
No, see, here's the thing, though. These guys are hostile and attacking us. Who say it isn't an evil clone?
Well, typically it's also actually an evil Jedi clone.
There are evil Jedis on this train. We fought one so far.
Yeah, but that's just one.
Yeah, so the next evil Jedi we fight could be Jaan.
I guess. I don't think Jaan is force sensitive though, so her clone wouldn't be either.
They could make her force sensitive.
I think you're supposed to mind control him? I think I
No,
got
I'm just
mind
supposed
control.
to destroy this.
Wow, they want it like fast reflexes from you.
That's what I got. That's what I got, baby. Is there anything else to do up here? Is there a reason I came up here? Oh.
Up.
Hold on a minute.
So, given that
Magic
we
off.
know that the Luke in this game is the evil Luke clone,
Yeah.
that just makes even more sense that Kyle is evil in this game.
What if Kyle is actually the good one, and Luke sends him to a bunch of, Was that Kyle? Did Kyle just destroy that ship? And he was laughing? He was like, ha 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 ha. And here I was, trying to be like, maybe Kyle is the good one. And Luke is the one who's been sending him off to avoid him having to be with us. And then he does that.
Maybe they're both evil.
Well, ever since the prequels, we now know that good guys in Star Wars kill people and then act really happy and laugh about it.
How is he
'Cause,
avoiding death?
Because Jar Jar saw that scene from the original trilogy where they were happy about having escaped with their lives. And they're like, clearly in Star Wars, when you blow somebody up, you feel elated about it.
Yeah. It's like a high. It's like a drug high. It's addicting. That's why the Emperor had to make the
It's,
Death Star, because regular explosions just didn't do it for him anymore. He had to blow up entire planets.
Yeah, you get such a rush when you murder somebody.
Oh no. Yeah. Jesus, why are these guys like so hard to kill? Oh, someone attacking me? No. But you know what? Jesus.
Yeah.
I got him! I got him! I got him! I don't know how I got him, but I got him!
Merc is demonstrating the rush of pleasure you get when you kill somebody.
Yep.
Kyle, there's a bomb on the train.
What the hell? What just happened?
Hey, look, there's Jaan.
Doesn't look like Jan though.
Well, it's because it's Jaan, not Jaan.
Yeah, but Jaan is a clone of Jan.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do, because their name is always the original person's name with a double vowel instead of.
Yeah, you can't use a double vowel if it's not a clone. It's against the law. It's the only way that they have to differentiate clones from regular people.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's a clone of Jaan. Because
We
it
do
was
though,
Jaan.
because the double vowel is A, so the
You know, there's
original
more
has to
than
be
one
called
person.
Jan.
So bad?
You know,
No.
more than one person can be named Jaan.
In Star
in the
Wars,
entire
it's
galaxy.
illegal for people to have the same name as someone else in the galaxy. They have
All the-
very strong census takers in Star Wars.
All the more reason why that I was an evil clone of someone named Jaan.
The Census Bureau. If it were a clone of someone named John with like an O, then their name would be June.
It would still be pronounced John. It's just it would have a double O in it.
Fine, it would be Jaw. The Census Bureau in Star Wars is the most powerful government agency. there are harsh penalties for anyone with a name the same as anyone else.
Oh no. There was a Dark Jedi there. They ran away. Let's see what you've got. Okay, I will show you what I have. If you just give me like 5 minutes to heal myself.
And this is at level 3 force healing.
The Jedi escaped. Meanwhile, you can hear like in the background this like force heal. All right.
What's that sound?
Yeah, keep on jumping at me.
I feel like force jumping on a moving train is the worst thing you could possibly do. Who's to stop the the force user you're fighting against of just like adjusting your trajectory a little bit?
Just die. All right. I need more health. So if Kyle had an evil clone of himself, what would he be named? Kyle with 2 Y's or Kyle with 2 E?
Kyle with 2 Y's.
Is that confirming that Y is a vowel?
Yeah. Y is a vowel sometimes.
That was too close.
Great work, Jade. I took out those ships, so I think we're in the clear now.
Excellent work on the tram. It's lucky you two showed up when you did. If that tram had exploded in the city, it could have killed thousands of people.
Damn, my plan didn't work. I mean, excellent work on the tram.
Something's come up.
Why also do you scowl after saying that?
Alright, lost joke. Take it.
Kyle does the scowl too. It's just a little more subtle because he has a big mustache.
They just have resting
I gotta
bitch face.
say, I admire how you've kept your balance. You've got a good, strong spirit.
Watch his
Keep it
face.
up.
He's not doing it just to spite you now.
No, he did it.
Oh.
Like a full second after he stopped talking, he suddenly scowled.
Oh, what is the point of this?
They're showing you if you're dark side or light side. So they made a point to say at the beginning that it's okay to get dark side powers as long as you don't use them for evil. But then they also give you a test after every few missions to make sure that you're not too dark side aligned so that you're not too evil.